The Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance. We are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
As the offensive guys trot on the field, you know they're congratulating the special teams guys to get them in great position. And while they're going out there, I'm guessing the quarterback's thinking about taking some good shots at the end zone right now.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
From the 27, Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
To throw again on second down. Jackson flush to his right. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six from Bengals TD. McPherson now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9. 13.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
8 yards.
He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This time, Jackson will throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are back within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, Wilson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bengals drive about to get going. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going. I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
As Jamar Chase picks up a first down here, how about a quick reflection on his debut as a rookie? Set a new rookie receiving record and the Bengals franchise record with 1,455 yards and was third in the league in touchdown. He became only the second rookie receiver named All-Pro since 1998, joining former LSU teammate Justin Jefferson, who did it in 2020.
And some space here. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Jackson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
On 2.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. 2nd and 5. Burrow will throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. First target, first catch, and a first down.
On 2, ready?
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. A nice little juke. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 111 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They go play action with Burrow. Rolling to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Gun.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11 mighty.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. And they go play action now. Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tyus Bowser blowing that play up. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
They're on 12-yard line.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going. Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Here we go.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. From the 36, Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Get in the huddle.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Hey, can. Stop.
Burrow on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Gun. Stop.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 21 yards there, a big play on 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Here we go.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when they decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Hey, report! Report! Go. 13. Hey, shot!
Jackson on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Hey, Ozzie, sit up and go. Sit up. Yeah.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, quick hitter here, it's complete. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on third down. Now it's Jackson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And that will keep the deficit at 20.
It's hard to be surprised at the miss there with the way this first half has gone. Here they were hoping to get some sort of momentum to carry them into the locker room, but even this doesn't pan out.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper and 2nd down.
It's the gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Go ahead.
Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the Bengals.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Bengals have recovered it.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns is going to be out routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Mixon running right. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's going to be a short field to work with after this one. It's touchdown at the 45-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready? No, we change it. Go. 13.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
Throwing on second and 14. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Here's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. So the drive will continue. After the conversion on fourth, they'll work from the 20 on first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. There he goes, right side. The 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First down 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
The Ravens take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Jackson throwing after the interception. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Throwing is Jackson, and he hits Drake. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Complete to Kenyon Drake. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's complete to Drake. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And now here is another interception. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. Wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson now. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw is Jackson. There's that man again. It's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Jackson will throw again. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is a chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. 139 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
A 15-year career that's been aging like fine wine. Calais Campbell is one of the most respected players in the game. If he can get 6.5 sacks this season, that means he'll have 100 for his career.
12. 11.
After the sack on first down, Burrow steps away to his left. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Bengals, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.